Yeah.
All right, shall we?
You look so happy.
Boom.
I look ridiculous.
All right, and we're back. All of you are standing in the stone courtyard as the rain begins to pour down, the darkness creeping in with the clouds. When the shadowed figure of your coach driver comes back out from the light of the cellar, he even gestures like this, making his grand entrance. He's a little bit nonplussed by that, you can see it in his form, but he quickly recovers, gestures for all of you to come together as he twines his iron wrought fingers and begins to sweep up the stairs, only to get startled by Quinar, already standing there.
You were ruining this guy's day.
What happened?
He tried to go up the stairs in an awesome way, and you were already standing there.
Who
He didn't
did?
see you.
The coach driver.
Come down here. We're supposed to stand in a line and watch him.
I told you we had an elfin companion. Elfin.
You said
but you were
elephant?
gonna
Elephant.
you were gonna leave me in the rain by the old coach. So
You
why
are-
should we be concerned about this shadowy creature?
Oh, because I tend not to be concerned with things like at knee height.
I'm gonna kick him in the shins.
Hi.
The man literally claps his gauntleted hands together
Yeah.
to get all of your attention. Points up the stairs and sweeps past you with a barely visible.
So I walked up the stairs.
You started heading up the stairs. He attempted to go up the stairs in a big, sweeping, dramatic fashion and didn't see you there until he was nearly on top of you. You upset him a little bit.
Is that
Are we all?
my action?
Sure.
I'm going to just kind of go. He doesn't say a lot, does he? To the like obviously terrifying guys that I'm still talking to.
not talking.
Isn't that fish delicious? Oh, so good. So we're just supposed to go in there, hey?
Yeah, I think we should go in. I have a problem. I'm eating out of the cat's bag. Like this, I'm just following her and just being like, man, these treats are good.
You're gonna
Probably
like
a cat
legitimately
neighbor too,
get
though.
bit.
Yeah, you can buy me. That's fine.
Like it's gonna happen.
Julio's into that kind of thing.
Okay, so I talk to the dudes. Do I see the shadowy figure guy walk up in there?
You saw the entire,
Just the whole like awkward.
all of it.
Like, all right, well, it was lovely meeting you, gentlemen. Have a great day, and I hope to see you later.
They all look at each other like they're a little bit startled by that.
See you later.
One of them
Yeah.
gives a salute.
I'm gonna walk off.
Okay, you head up the stairs
I'm
as
just
well.
gonna trudge on up.
Okay, Tulio.
I'm gonna follow her. Him. Sorry.
That you're
It's
following the
a
cat
cat.
treats.
Yeah.
It's the
Following
wind.
cat treats.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna whisper to Miguel as I pass by him, trying to catch him to walk with me. It's like, so what should we be? What are we looking out for in here? You worried about anything, or are you just kind of
Giant
just
spiders,
giant spiders? Okay, so if we see a giant spider,
cobwebs.
cobwebs.
You know, call me crazy, werewolves.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk over to Dups and start being like, so what should we look out for? As we're walking up. Am I the only one who thinks 3 steps ahead?
Quinar, it's your turn. People are beginning to move past you and up to a small door in the top of this part of the structure that the man has opened and gestured all the lights lighting down the hall.
Sick. That's cool.
Is there windows up top?
There are tiny windows. They get larger the higher up you go. Make a perception check.
Yeah.
Yo, Tulio, hit me up with a cat treat.
20 or 18, sorry.
This entire structure is built to be incredibly defensive.
Oh.
And as you sweep around, you see that the structure to your back is a little bit more ornate, a little bit more designed for human habitation. And at the top window, the largest set, where iron bars cover it to offer some protection for a man looking down, you think you see a hunched figure watching you before it closes a drape.
Does any of the windows look like you could climb into them?
Yes. Yes, a couple of them on the second and third stories probably could, but at that point you're almost on the roof of some of the lower parts of the structure. So there's probably a lot of access ways.
Like on the way up, there's a lot of access ways. Like,
If you were to actually get onto some of the lower roofs, you probably could get access to some windows large enough for a man to slip in. And higher up, there might even be some crenellations or places that are probably not well sealed, as very few people have a habit of climbing to the tops of castles to sneak inside.
it's fair.
Okay.
I'll
Do just that.
I'm thinking about it, but no, I think I'll decide to go inside
Okay.
the door that's open.
You follow into the lit hallway. Miguel.
Yes. I'm just walking ahead. We're just following this guy. For a guy who wants to think 3 steps ahead, you are the one who just jumped into the carriage without a second thought.
Yeah, because my first step
Yep.
saw the open carriage, and I thought, okay, what's on the other side of this carriage? Probably some sort of ominous thing that we were going to have to deal with, because that's what seems to happen to us all the time.
That's true.
So I thought, what could this ominous thing be? And I was like, I had it down to 3 things. Why are you leaning on the halfling?
Sorry.
That's very rude.
I thought it was a leaning shelf.
You thought an actual living thing was a
Will you
leaning
be following
shelf.
them in or doing your own thing?
I'm gonna follow him in, but I'm gonna have Mushroom dip his heels in the way.
All right, Mushroom, make an attack roll.
That is a 22.
That
What?
breaks.
Have you made clear to Mushroom that he is not to be doing actual damage?
Yeah.
Just.
Okay, roll normal damage.
Oh man.
Is that normal
That's
damage?
8.
That's 8 non-lethal.
Ooh boy, I'm nappy.
I gave him a good like,
Okay.
pat on the head.
May I see the map, Eric?
Yes. Upstairs, there appears to be a door directly to your left-hand side, and then to your right, a curving hallway with another door that leads to a stairwell, a winding one that seems to go up the side of a tower. He appears to be leading you to this door, the door leading to the spooky ghost.
Yes,
What is
of
a
course.
spooky
Oh,
ghost?
let's go to the spooky
Of
ghost.
course you can
And then
do
later it
that,
says too
Miguel.
spooky, and with a pumpkin that says nope, try too spooky.
What?
Oh, I'm playing footsies with
So wait, we're just coming up these stairs here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so this is the second level now?
You are on the first floor.
Or yeah, but the other map that you
It's
It-
called the ground floor.
yeah.
Okay.
That makes
so let's be real for a second. Let's indulge your
My
thought
plan.
process.
Yes.
Planning. Yes. Those men outside are clearly hired muscle.
Hired muscle given armor that's not fitted for that.
It was a town full of hired muscle.
Yeah.
Like?
I'm thinking more small man who needs to feel big, so he's kind of making like a showy occasion, right? Ominous city, ominous castle, rough, tough dudes that don't say anything, trying to be spooky, scary.
Yeah,
Did
they're
you-
real spooky scary stuffing their face with fish.
Exactly.
Do
right?
you guys go into the hallway?
Oh,
Yes, of
fuck
course. Yeah, we're just talking as I'm walking.
Yeah, we go in. I don't know about
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yes.
I can't answer for them.
The door opens, and you are gestured into a sumptuous dining hall, a long table stretching out before you, with a slight raised platform with 2 curving stairwells leading up to it. This room has not been as ransacked as the cellars. Instead, red tapestries run up red walls, going across a red floor with a faint gold trim, kind of along everything. There's some cherubs. They're golden too. They look a little bit angry.
They're real cherubs?
Decoration cherubs.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the windows are large and grated with thick iron that nonetheless manages to be beautiful and ornate, and there's some golden cherubs on there too. One of the windows seems to be open, flapping and snapping gently. The coach driver is not going in. He's simply gesturing for you all to enter.
I'll walk in.
Actually, I believe we're going to go back to the top of the initiative order because deciding to follow everyone wasn't really a turn.
I wanted to do something.
You will on your turn.
What? I only talked. It's okay.
What were you going to do?
I was going to use bardic knowledge.
Please do.
I was going to use bardic knowledge on this to like I'm just local is the one I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
That'll be 10 plus 13. 23. How did I need to
recording
calculate
stopped.
that?
Recording
23.
stopped?
Oh, do we need
Yeah,
to pause?
Yeah, it stopped 10 minutes in. It looks...
Worst.
No. No, it stopped 10 minutes ago.
Do you want to give me the current time?
Current stream time live is 1 hour 32. I have 3 recordings, so we should be at 3, right?
Yeah, so we'll just start a new one and then just.
I started a new one. We're recording right now.
Go for it, Eric.
Also, the audio is broken.
Audio is broken. All right,
Why-
stop the recording.
Why is audio broken? What is wrong with audio? Aliens are contacting us through the radio. Oh, it's probably my phone.
Right next to the soundboard.
Well, no, right next to my pack, which is
Oh.
on the soundboard. I haven't had trouble with it.
How's audio now, guys?
Audio better.
That was Mike's weird voice. That was not a problem with the audio. If
I'm
anyone-
on audio, bro. Okay, 1 second. Let me just check how long this other clip
It's
is.
buzzing.
Buzzing.
Audio is fine. Phone is interfering.
So audio's
yeah,
not fine. The phone
there.
is interfering.
Where's everyone's phones right
Mine's
now?
on the table. I don't know.
It's
where it
fixed.
is.
It's been fixed. All right, and we're back.
Hello.
Cool.
Oh no, the recording was literally 7 seconds.
The one you just did?
No,
Because the one you just did was like really short. 7 seconds sounds about right.
no, the one I just did was a minute because I was because I saw it wasn't doing it, so I clicked it just in case it had only just stopped.
Could you have accidentally hit one of the F keys on the keyboard or something?
Nope.
No.
So the first one should have started at 8:31, so 10 minutes ago at this point. So it would have been an hour and 20 an hour 20
Cool,
minutes
I'll
in.
put 120-ish.
That's where it should
I'll
start.
find it. I'll find it and do it.
So I'll just keep track of when we should be starting the next one. I'll delete those two. They're nothing.
Thank you.
Do the thing.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, your bardic knowledge check.
23 for knowledge local.
Denentra Castle. Denentra Castle. Denentra. Oh, right. This place. Town of 400 people, connected to Denentra Lake. It's been around for hundreds of years, sitting right on the border of 3 different kingdoms, a location that's hard to pin down. And yes, the Red Duke. A figure of legend all across the land, something of a ghost story because most people don't come here. Why would you come here? There's no reason to come here. They don't trade anything. They don't even get fish out of the lake, which is maybe why they like the fish. The stories of the ghost of the Duke who owns this castle are disturbing. He was a man of great violence. He liked to keep feet from the soldiers and women and children that he killed, apparently piled them up in the lake, possibly the reason why there are no more fish. Duke Moroi, in fact, was his name. Long dead, of course.
I'll relay that information to them and be like, oh, not werewolves.
All the
Feet?
cherubs are missing their left feet.
Oh.
This guy's a foot fetish?
Ah, God.
All right, we need to
like
find
that's
out.
the weirdest thing you've ever seen a villain do.
Can you sing it to us? I'm gonna say that. Say, sing it to us.
Let me tell you the tale of the Red Duke. He liked feet!
I'm gonna walk up and just go like, plunk on the strings.
As you all do that, you hear a cough. There's a man standing at the top of the balcony. He is dressed in a sable black cloak. Behind him is a picture of a man dressed in a sable black cloak, posed to the side in the same way that the man is posed to. He taps long nails on the balcony and then pauses, reaches for the little red orb he has at his neck and carefully tucks it into his black cloak.
Same market.
It's very offensive.
Why?
Do you think he likes feet?
Bellini, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go, and I want to know. I want to know just if this is the guy with the foot thing. I'm gonna go and sit at the long table I'm gonna put my feet up on the table.
Make a sense motive check.
He
Jeez.
starts to lean forward, hiding a boner.
Salivating.
Oh,
Ferociously.
21.
Although his expression doesn't change, his eyes go wild with fire, and he stares at your left foot like a man hungry, like a dog for a bone.
I'm gonna be like, hey guys. Fancy him.
I'm gonna whisper to Miguel and Duffs that if the going gets rough, we can use her feet to our advantage.
That's one of the weirdest things I've heard anyone say.
It's
Did I
probably
hear this?
it's probably up there with
No.
the weirdest thing I've ever said.
Never underestimate what makes a useful tool.
Dups, it is your turn.
I see that there's food on the table. Is there
There
food
it
on
is.
the table?
There's a fine banquet laid out before you. It's been here this whole time.
And there's a shadowy figure.
Oh, he's not shadowy. He's standing in the light. He's wearing a black cloak with a necklace he's just tucked into his black cloak. Widow's peak, pale face.
It's like a douche bag type character.
Well, he is
standing
posed
there
against a portrait literally
of
him.
himself.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on him, but like not really, and walk over to the
But
food.
not
Can I do a perception check to see if it is poisoned?
Please do.
We've spent a lot of time already paying attention to things, but not really.
23.
No, the food doesn't look poisoned, and then a fish falls out and onto the table.
I'm going to pick up the fish and like shovel it into my mouth, and with the other hand, I'm gonna pick up whatever's nearest to me.
It's a grape. It's a big bunch of grapes, apparently.
I'm gonna eat all those grapes and like kind of also eat the vines as well, but like not really. Still picking them out, but also shoveling food into my face.
The food's okay.
I don't even care. I think it's the best food I've ever had in my life, and I want more. I'm just gonna continue to eat.
Okay, you start working your way down the table. Tulio.
I'm gonna walk towards the base of the stairwell. I'm gonna go look at him. I'm gonna say, black's a good color on you.
Yes, indeed, he says.
Are you gonna come join us for dinner?
I do not eat dinner, but allow me to get the window for you. And he steps up onto the edge of the balcony.
Oh, he's gonna fucking fly around. What a fucking asshole. I'm gonna be like Miguel. I'm gonna just say to Miguel, I bet you can't close the window before he flies in. Boom! I'm gonna.
The man floats across just as your turn ends, gracefully moving across the hall with his arms out to go over to the window and reach out and close it shut. Everybody make perception checks.
I bet he left that open
No,
so he
but-
could close
I
it.
bet he has wires carrying him. 21.
21.
19.
20.
15.
The man then turns and lands gracefully in his own seat.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna, with him at the table, I'm just gonna gently put my feet under the table. But
Good
they're dangling. They're dangling because I'm little.
Yeah, good call. Quinar, it's your turn.
Is there anywhere I can hide in the room?
No, it is brilliantly lit. I suppose you could hide under the table. It's got enough clearance.
God damn it.
Oh no, I dropped my thing under the table.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, he's been down there a long time.
I think he's drunk.
He's just under there with the cloak over his
Where are
head.
those?
What? These are cherry colas.
Oh, can I have one?
Oh, I would love to, but does Tulio drink? 'Cause
Yeah,
these are
Tulio
prop liquors.
These are prop liquors.
What are your two actions? You're still standing in the doorway.
I'm still standing in the doorway. Can I perceive anything of a great value? Maybe it's somewhat small. I could slip away,
Absolutely.
or weapons of any kind.
Please go ahead.
24.
On the wall, on the opposite side of him, is an entire showcase of weapons, reaching from the very bottom of the floor all the way up to the 30-foot roof. They're from a wide variety of times and cultures, kept sharp and beautiful, but some of them are especially strange. There is literally just about every weapon you could think of on this wall.
Yeah, but is there a boot with tassels?
No.
That's not a weapon.
Can
you
I
idiot.
do?
If you put it on your hand, it is.
No, it's a boot. Still a boot.
Can I do knowledge for my second action? Can I do knowledge dungeoneering to see if I know how to kill? Because I would, what kind of monster he is? Because obviously he's a monster. He just floated across the room, and if I know a way how to kill him of some kind. 17.
Well, Moroi is another word for
getting
vampire,
into
which
my
means he's
food.
probably weak to fire, garlic, running water, stakes through the heart, holy symbols, torn curtains, and daylight. Yeah, you've pretty much covered it. They're also nefariously hard to kill. Even a single drop of blood over there, the place where they've died, can call them back.
When I during my perception check, did I notice anything that could be a wood stake?
Oh yes, there are several wood stakes on the wall, all of various styles, some of the newer ones having gold-encrusted handles. And one in particular is platinum and silver, shaped as a holy symbol with a whip coiled around it.
Okay, could I try to steal said stake?
As you move over, the man at the head of the table begins to laugh.
I have deaf hands. I can conceal a weapon in plain sight.
Yes, but you will have to roll for it, and we'll get to that.
Sounds good.
You've just walked over to the wall.
Yeah.
Miguel.
I'll take a seat. And be like, so, Count.
Call him Count
Marrow.
Chocula. Please call him Count Chocula.
Duke.
He says, pausing from his laughter at Quinar's obvious attempt to go over to the wall of trophies.
Looking good for you, Hundy.
I am sure I do not know what you mean.
Good.
Please, sit, eat of my food, drink of my wine.
Oh, I would love to.
You're just gonna.
The vine is
Yeah.
mediocre. A fine brew, is it not?
Swill.
Please make a diplomacy check.
Why bother trying to do mental math ever again?
We have ruined his brain.
Yeah, it
but
helps you
sped up this
learn.
process.
I'm past the age of learning.
No.
37.
I apologize. One of the casks must have leaked.
It's okay. I am a constant.
A
drinker.
door opens in the side and a man comes out.
Is it the man?
No, he is burly, but dressed in a butler suit, except there is also chainmail over that.
So why have you invited us, captured us, lured us to your castle?
I merely wish to help some travelers who had been stranded on the road.
Stranded purposely.
Yep.
The roads here are treacherous.
Especially when people are digging in them.
Purposefully?
It is best not to travel at night. Low visibility conditions can be dangerous,
Oh, he can see in the dark though.
especially when a fog rolls in.
Wouldn't it be best to travel at night for you as a vampire?
Whoa!
You can't just call somebody a vampire.
I will call people what they are: human, halfling, drow, catfolk, vampire.
I understand why you would think this thing, but I am merely an old man, happy to have some guests in my house.
An old man who can fly?
I do not know what you are talking
You
about.
just flew!
You can fly.
I can fly, yes, but you can see how I
You
can
are
fly.
also an old man.
I'm only
Bellini.
30 years old.
Excuse me, old. Oh, that makes me young.
Did you say 3?
30.
Oh, it's like,
Bellini, it is your turn.
no.
I'm gonna once again like stroke the badger. I don't know if I can reach my badger. I'm really
Nope.
high up on a seat. I'm just sort of like,
These chairs are tall.
damn it. I'm gonna shimmy off the seat. I'm gonna hop down with my little legs. I'm gonna sit on the ground with my badger because I don't.
You are
want
now
to-
under the table. You see that under the table is a mass fretwork of steel and wood holding this elaborate table together. It looks like it can be snapped down to be smaller.
Did our scary friends climb under the table? Are you sitting at the table?
No, no.
No, you
He's
decided
off in the
not to
distance.
be
You're the
up
only
there.
person under the table.
You're the only.
I'm not under it. I'm just beside it. I just can
Oh,
hardly
you're
see them
lower
now.
than it, so you might as well be under the table.
So I'm gonna give Mushroom a stroke behind the ear, and I'm just gonna send him off, looking.
He goes trundling over to a corner and goes and pees on a elaborate table leg and then goes to sleep.
That's pretty accurate, really. And then I guess I'll do a perception check from where I'm at. Because why not? That's 23.
The man's shoes are muddy.
Yeah.
Stealing feet in the mud.
Dubs.
Still eating. Getting full.
You've made your way about halfway down the table, pillaging various plates and sundry.
You're the Shaggy of this mystery group.
You have like 2 drumsticks in one hand, some fish spilling out of your robe in the other, and an apple in your
Mushroom.
mouth.
Sounds about right. So through my teeth, I'm gonna ask the guy, like, so like, what do you do all the way up here?
And what are you rolling for that?
I don't know.
An ask.
Yeah, can I ask this, please? I'm gonna ask it, but I'm also sensing motive. That's a good one. Why not? I'm enjoying it. Fuck yeah. 25.
For many years I guarded these borders, and now as an old man I reflect on my life. My long
Oh no.
long life.
Math.
That you know nothing about?
It is.
What
And the
did
servant-
you learn?
Underwired night dresses are more trouble than they're worth. The servant coughs and walks over. He says in a voice nothing like a servant's. And he's moving. Yes, I have decided to quit the country.
The whole country. Wow.
Yes, I am going on a vacation.
Where are you thinking of relocating?
Somewhere sunny?
Why not? There are many places I have not seen.
Vampire.
He just talks over you.
Very interesting. You know, this is a really nice house. What's a place like this go for?
About 1 million square.
Oh,
I'll trade you a drow for it.
Dude, you can't trade people.
It's a drow. They trade people.
that's rude. Your friend has no manners. And if you try and take my snacks one more time.
Do I hear this?
Of course you do. I'm not trying to hide it.
Alright.
Miguel's racist.
You are all so amusing.
Very.
I enjoy your company immensely. Please agree to stay with me for 3 nights. I will be leaving in 3 nights.
What do we do during the day?
Do you want to come play soccer or something with us outside?
I tire easily.
What about
I don't
reading
like,
outside?
I don't like sports either.
I say we do it.
Yeah, I'm down 100%.
We're here anyway.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see the beds.
That's an excellent point.
Is there one that these two can push together and snuggle?
Yes,
You better be
please.
a friggin' queen.
Yeah, we want a queen
I
bed
don't like that seam.
that we can lie in together at night and
Yeah.
spoon.
Yeah. I can't sleep without his heartbeat close to
I
mine.
can sleep anywhere.
I really
prefer
just need a
underwear.
basket full of rags.
And you? You prefer to sleep in the ground.
I legitimately think he's mute.
There are cellars, well outfitted. I will have a bed brought to you there. The servant coughs. I will have a bed brought to you there, and the servant coughs again. You will have a bed in the cellars. Please, enjoy the hospitality of my home. All the doors are open to you, except for the locked ones. I would not open them. This is an old castle, grown wild with its own imaginings. And the well, it is sealed. The water has gone bad.
Is that why this is swill?
I am very sorry that your drink is not well. I will have a better one brought to you. Yes, you with the hand up like you're a child in school.
Instead of bringing those beds to the cellar, can you please bring them here instead?
Into the
The
Dining
hall.
room?
Yes, please.
Why?
Are we having
I
a
say from
sleepover?
like under the table.
You would enjoy sleeping in a cellar that they're obviously bringing beds to. If they're bringing beds somewhere, let's make it that we can sleep somewhere that is better than a cellar.
Well, he didn't say we have to sleep in the cellar.
Ah,
Just
you
that
mean
one.
my trophies from my various guests that have stayed here in my home?
Strange that you collect
The wall?
trophies. Wouldn't those be gifts?
No.
Yes, it is a wall of gifts. I like to display them when I sit and muse on my long, you get the idea.
So you want this by chance?
What is it?
It's my weapon.
That depends on how our evening goes. The servant coughs. Just looks at him. No, I do not. You are a guest in my house. You, the quiet one, considering the whip. I would not suggest it. Whips are poor weapons to fight vampires. Any fool who uses one.
So you are a vampire?
Got him.
And the servant coughs. The Baron stands. I am tired. Please, I will have beds brought to you here in the hall.
But you've been awake for maybe like 2 hours.
Yeah, you're.
I've been up all day writing my papers, thank you. And now I must sleep.
I want a sense motive on that.
Of course.
He's obviously lying. Anyone can see that.
Like,
Yeah.
Miguel
but
won't be
Miguel
able to.
can.
And
He believes himself 100%.
I don't know, maybe he's a scholar?
Indeed, I have studied many things from many books, books which would be unknown to you.
I'm going to ask him about a book of ancient religions that I know knowledge of.
That you've
You
never
read-
heard of?
That I have knowledge
Ah.
of. Because I have a lot of knowledge in religion, so. I'll ask about this book that I know vague things about some sort of mysterious religion. 23 to see what he knows.
His eyes light up. Come join me in the library.
Can I tell him?
Servant this time leans in and says, the library's been packed. Come join me in the covered wagon.
Sure. I'll join you in the covered wagon.
Good.
Typical Tulio loves wagons.
And now we have been talking for a very long time, and perhaps it is time for a break. I will go now. He sweeps out.
Got a break for you too. Break for you too.